product for Dorothy, who is a 28-year-old lady who's going to her friend's wedding. So she needs to find that perfect dress to go to her friend's wedding. So the app actually matches Dorothy to find her a vintage dress because she wants to stand out from the crowd. She will have a profile with her and she will actually upload a profile with her measurements and friends group. She will look for a specific dress. She will update her details of her dress onto the website. Her friends will be notified on her behalf. This app will allow her to find that perfect vintage dress efficiently. It will also allow her to find her ideal dress to go to her friend's wedding, which is in 3 months. Dorothy sets up her dress request profile for her friend's wedding. 1 month later, she goes on a weekend trip to a new town and gets an alert. She goes to the shop and tries on the dress, but it doesn't fit her well enough. Her friend sends her an alert for a dress. Her friend reserves the dress for her. She buys the dress and it alerts her friends who are also going to the wedding.
I think you can zoom out a little bit maybe to visualize it. On the right.
Yep.
So she buys the dress and it alerts her friends who are also going to the wedding so that they wouldn't buy that vintage dress because she wants to stand out from the crowd. So this is our product, and we also conducted a competitor analysis where we looked at existing products that currently exist in the market. So we came across several websites like Dress Finders, Vintage Wedding Dress, Find Me a Dress, iProm Dress. iProm Dress actually stood out during our research because the user can actually take a photo and share it with their friends. The wedding dress lookbook was quite interesting as well because it was a website that actually presented different styles and body types, and it also told the user about local bridal shops in the actual local area. But our products is different. Number one, it actually promotes serendipity. So when the user is actually walking around their local area and they'll come across a vintage shop, they'll be able to, the actual app will notify the user about that shop. It also incorporates location and social shopping alone, which is like a social body. You know, like for example, for those people that actually go shopping alone, they can use the app to actually have it as a guidance, you know, to use it as a guidance when they want to go to buy a specific dress. We could have made actually several improvements to our process. We could have done more iterations. We could have also done user testing with our prototype because we currently didn't test this prototype with anyone. And we also could have interviewed more people so that we could have found, maybe we could have found, you know, a different angle to this research. And yeah, so thank you for listening. Any questions? Yeah.
What kind of so you were sketching this out. What kind of things were surprising along the way of that sketching journey? What kind of things did you come across? Maybe obstacles or surprises along the way?
I think we did quite a lot of brainstorming during the process, which helped us a lot actually to really look at our data, because our process was research driven, and we came out with this storyboard because we looked at our scenario. We looked at the persona and then created a scenario, and we just focused on the actual scenario because we could have created all day long like different aspects of the product. So we just kind of narrowed down and focused on this particular persona, Dorothy, who was looking for a vintage dress, so which was one of the scenarios we found in our actual persona. Yeah.
What stage did you move from sketching to actually what we saw on the iPhone, like the more hi-fi prototype?
Well, we wrote out sort of a framework of the storyboard, and then we sort of split out into one person drawing the final storyboard, one person sketching the screens that you saw, and then one person actually creating the actual prototype. So it's sort of, we're all doing it at the same time and doing the presentation. So we sort of split up the tasks and then worked on it simultaneously.
And it all fit?
Yeah.
I know. Well, it was quite, we didn't sort of plan to have these nice big screens that fit perfectly. It was good.
Great. Thank you.